The Boston Massacre happened on March 5th, 1770, in Boston, Massachusetts. Tensions were high between the American colonists and British soldiers. The British had sent troops to Boston to keep order after protests over taxes, like the Stamp Act and the Townshend Acts. But their presence only made things worse. On the evening of March 5th, a small group of colonists gathered near the Custom House, where British soldiers were stationed. The colonists were angry and started yelling insults at the soldiers. Some even threw snowballs, rocks, and sticks. The soldiers felt threatened, and in the chaos, they fired their guns into the crowd. 5 colonists were killed that night, including Crispus Attucks, who is remembered as the first casualty of the American Revolution. The Boston Massacre shocked the colonies. It was seen as proof that British soldiers were dangerous and unfair. Colonial leaders like Paul Revere and Samuel Adams used the event as propaganda, creating pictures and stories that made it look like the British soldiers attacked innocent. One famous engraving by Paul Revere showed the soldiers firing on a peaceful crowd, which spread anger across the colonies. The British soldiers involved were put on trial, but only 2 were found guilty of manslaughter. They were lightly punished, which made many colonists feel justice hadn't been served. The Boston Massacre became a rallying cry for the colonists. It showed how bad the relationship between Britain and the colonies had become. The Boston Massacre wasn't just a tragic event. It was a spark that lit the fire of the American Revolution. It made more colonists join the fight for independence, uniting them against British rule.